Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing the low budget horror film So Cold, The River. You know what to do. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos. If you want to hear more, let me know in the comments. Today's video is So Cold, The River. Let's review this movie. And as always, please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Let's get into this. Okay, so 2022 horror films. You know, I have had the joy of being able to download free movie apps and watch whatever the hell I want and review whatever the hell I want. So yesterday I did my video on The Black Phone. Really liked it. Blumhouse has done really good with that movie. And I was looking through what I do every year is I go on Google and I just look up the movies that came out during the year. And I usually try and watch at least one movie that is kind of reclusive, you know, a movie that is low budget. You know, it's kind of like small businesses, you know. You got to give your small films a chance to grow, you know. And so I usually watch horror movies because those are usually the ones that not a lot of people watch. They're usually low budget, they're just money grabbers, and there's something to put on screen. But most of them are pretty good. I myself watch A24 movies, so I'm used to movies that like not a lot of people watch. I don't watch normal movies. I watch weird, cult. Like if it's weird, I'm probably gonna watch it or I've probably seen it. So today is about So Cold, The River. It's a very good movie. I'm just gonna give you guys my opinion and my thoughts on it, and overall my perspective on the movie, and it's really good. Okay, so Cold, The River stars Bethany Joy Lenz as Erica Shaw. She's a documentary filmmaker. She's doing this review on this like reclusive, dying millionaire guy who's on his deathbed. She gets hired by the old guy's daughter to film and try to figure out more about this guy's legacy and, you know, kind of what he was in his past life. So she ends up going, this journey takes her to this gigantic reclusive motel in the middle of nowhere. And there she meets a couple folks and basically gets told that there's this guy named Bruce Campbell who went around killing people in the old days, and this hotel was left to Bruce Campbell, and you have some murder, you have some mystery, and a bunch of shit happens. So I'm not going to dwell too deep into the plot because it's kind of complicated, but the best way I can describe it is Erica Shaw, our main protagonist, goes to the hotel, and there's this bottle of clear spring water. So what does a bottle of clear spring water in a hotel have in common? Well, you get So Cold, The River. So whenever she drinks from this bottle, she has visions of the people that were killed by Bruce Campbell. And so, you know, she does a couple filming. She gets to know the people of the hotel. And throughout her journey, she's haunted by the visions of murder. She's interviewing these people at the hotel. And there's one guy in particular, played by Andrew J. West, named Josiah. Now, Josiah is the groundskeeper, and he feels like, you know, he doesn't really belong. He's only getting paid $10 an hour to clean the place, so he seems underworked, and, you know, he's not really getting the attention he deserves. Well, during an interview, he gets told that his whole family has died. You know, his grandmother killed herself, someone OD'd, two of his brothers were shot in the head. You know, he has like this very bad fucking tempo. And so, spoiler alert if you haven't seen this movie, I really don't know how to give you guys this review if you haven't, like if you haven't watched the movie, go ahead and watch the movie and come back. I'm going to be giving spoilers away in this video. There's just no way around it. I really can't stress that enough. But this is the spoiler section. So basically, Josiah, the one part of the movie that really struck out to me is, you know, he tells Erica Shaw during the interview that he used to be a miner. He used to be able to break through walls and stuff like that. So he's like, I got this phone, right? Why would I put a hard hat on and take a fucking drill and spend hours upon hours drilling into a fucking wall when I can just press the button and blow the wall up? So, in retrospect, later on during the film, he has a bomb and he plans on blowing up the hotel, and he's got blood all over his fucking face, and you can tell, like, okay, this guy is fucking psycho. Something bad's going on. So, one of Jessica's friends throughout the movie, I can't remember her fucking name. Oh yeah, it's fuck. There's an old lady during the movie that they meet called Anne McKinney, and she's kind of been around the hotel for a long time, but she's kind of a neutral character. You don't really get to know too much about Anne. But there's his younger friend. I'm just going to call her Stacy, okay? Because I can't remember her fucking name. Okay, so anyway, Stacy is his young, talented, she's the one that makes the magic happen. She takes the film from the camera and puts it on the computer and all that shit. So anyway, Stacy runs into Josiah, and, he sees him with the bomb and everything. Well, they get into a scuffle. Erica comes back, axes the guy back in the head, and Erica is trying to convince Stacy, that there's one more final shot that they can do, because she knows that the cops are going to come and there's going to be like this big murder investigation going on. So the fucking plot twist, and like I could not fucking believe this. You've already killed one character, and one of the things that I gotta say it, like, I love horror movies, but like the part that I can't fucking get into is whenever somebody decides to just kill multiple characters off for no fucking reason. They don't even, like, why did Erica die? Like, okay, there's my spoiler. Why did Erica die in this movie? Because I get it. She had the visions. She was seeing Campbell. She was crazy. But for Stacy to fucking take a knife and slice fucking Erica's throat, and then you get this one shot where she's like bleeding from the neck. She's in the fucking pool, blood all over herself. I'm like, what the fuck? We followed this girl for like an hour and 20 minutes, and there she is, fucking dead. Like, why did you have to kill the protagonist? That was kind of sucky. I didn't fucking like the end of this movie. I really fucking wish they could have kept the character, because the only, like, the last fucking shot of this movie is, like, Erica's friend standing in front of the pool just watching Erica die. And I'm like, there's gotta be more. This movie, it ends on a suspenseful note. It gets you, it grips you. But what I realized while watching this movie is, whenever you kill the protagonist, it's always a sad moment, but they don't even fucking like explain why Erica had to die. So that was kind of sucky. I didn't fucking like the end of this movie. Y'all might have thought different, but like it was disappointing. But overall, besides that, I would say that if I'm really gonna rate this movie, I gotta give it like a 7 or an 8 out of 10, because, like I said, it's a scary movie. It gets you, but the plot is kind of like, the plot is straightforward if you can follow it. It's not too complicated, but like I said, there's a lot of unanswered things in this movie. There's so much going on, and there's so much like stuff. You're like, what is going on? You can kind of follow the plot, but movies like this, they're always going to have that second element, and you're always going to question, like, okay, here's this wonderful shot that was done perfectly, but there's always something missing. And I'm just going to reiterate this, like, I can't stop, but the ending of this fucking movie, man, like, it was tragic. Like, I get it, they killed this psychopathic Josiah guy, because he was going through a lot of shit, and, he's got a fucking bomb in his hand, and he's ready to fucking blow the place up, And so, it's just like, It's like they were trying to hype you up for the end of this movie because they want to have a good ending, but like I'm just like this is not what I signed up for. Just not good. There's also a second there's the second part of this movie that I want to talk about. Okay, so like I said, I mentioned Bruce Campbell. Okay, so diving a little bit into the history of this movie, Bruce Campbell is this old guy, and basically the premise is he owned the hotel, okay, and he went around. He was like this rich guy. Well, he killed the previous owner of the hotel, right? Kidnapped his son, and ignore me. I got an itchy leg. Sorry, it's been bothering me all day. But anyway, like I said, he takes the kid, and there's this violin scene. Now, the reason I like this movie, it's like I said, it is stunning. It's visually good. It's dark. It's mysterious. You kind of have like there's a lot of lights going on in the movie, so it's very illuminating and like cunning to the senses. And there's a whole lot of water in this movie. I gotta say, I've never seen so much water in a movie before. I know it sounds weird, but like there is a lot of water particles to this movie. So it kind of feels like you're just submerged by like the movie. It's like it's drowning you. It's taking you on a journey. It's so mysterious that like when you're done watching this movie, you leave the movie and you're like, what did I just watch? But there's also that missing element, and it's terrible. So anyway, there's a couple shots where the kid with the violin is he is the one that Campbell kills the kid's father. So there's this shot where they're on this bridge in the middle of the woods, and hopefully I get a screenshot of it so I can show you the. Yeah, I do. I think I do have a screenshot of it. I'll make sure when I go back and edit this, that I'll show you guys. So anyway, Campbell has his father up against a pole and he's choking him and shit. And the kid's watching it, obviously traumatized and shit. And it's terrible. So what the bottle represents, so the kid eventually ends up killing Campbell with a gun. And he takes the bottle, fills up Campbell's dead, dry blood. And he takes the blood and he goes and bottles it up. And eventually the bottle is found. So, like I said, I didn't like the ending. It's very mysterious. It leaves you feeling like there's missing particles to the movie. And like I said, there is a lot missing from this movie. For an hour and 30 minutes, if they had just given like another 30 minutes for the movie, it would have been really good. Because here's how I originally thought this movie was going to end. I thought they were going to meet Campbell in the flesh, have a fight with Campbell. Josiah, was going to get, I figured he was going to die, they usually kill off the crazy guy character and shit. But what I thought about when I left this movie, I was like, it's a really good movie. I don't like to trash most movies and shit, but this one wasn't really living up to my expectation. And like I said, I know it's a low budget movie. I know it's not something that, a lot of people really watched. And that's okay. That's why I check out these movies. That's why I check out movies that nobody's ever seen to get my own opinion. And I like doing that as a YouTuber. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys. Let me know in the comments if you've seen So Cold the River. Let me know if you guys want to watch it. I highly suggest it. It's not the best horror movie ever, but if you like something that's thrilling and you like a little bit of murder mystery, definitely go watch this movie. So that's it. Hope you guys have a good day. Please subscribe, like the video, and let me know in the comments what you guys thought of So Cold the River.